So, upon release of the 7.3.5 PTR, Wowhead has datamined various bits of info on allied races, Silithus updates, etc. One of the things that they datamined is new map file names. Now, these are just map file names. We don't know if they're actually map files yet. At least I didn't see if they were map files or not yet. But these map file names are, and not excluded to, there's many of them: Shadow of Azeroth, Forge of Aeons, Maw of N'Zoth, Orgrimmar Embassy, Silithus BG, Schwaderland, I don't know how you say that, and Seething Shore. There's various ones. That's only a couple. I have it linked below, and you can go look at them all if you really want to. The main map name I'm concerned with, it's not Shadow of Azeroth or Forge of Aeons or the new Silithus BG. It's a map named Maw of N'Zoth, or N'Zoth. I'm gonna call him N'Zoth. That's pretty big, especially when it comes to my theory. If there's anything that points to old gods, it is a map file literally named after an old god. It is the only old god not seen yet, and it is named after him. In my theory video for BFA, I stated, and still believe, that this entire expansion is a proxy war by the old gods. They had Twilight's Hammer agents, or another cult, burn Teldrassil under the guise of the Horde. This triggered immediate reprisal by the Alliance starting the battle for Lordaeron. The goal of the proxy war is to weaken both sides to a point where the old gods can conquer them and reinstate the Black Empire. Now, I still believe my theory, and it still remains the same, but I want to change it to, instead of a collective of old gods, because I thought it would be all of them, I'm going to say it's just N'Zoth now. N'Zoth is the only old god that we haven't seen yet, and this is really backed up in Legion. Back in the Emerald Nightmare, Zalatoth stated the line, "Almost completely gone, as it never existed, but the rift is deep and vast, and somewhere down there it stirs. Something has changed. The last prison weakens. We must prepare." She also states, "It is ironic that the weakest of us may be the ultimate victor. Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, Y'Shaarj, and well, the only one would remain to consume the world. That was always meant to be." The only old god not seen in game yet is N'Zoth. Her lines are a direct clue to N'Zoth, and now that we have this map file literally named Maw of N'Zoth, you could basically argue that this expansion without a doubt will end with being old god related. It's physically impossible for it not to be. But it's still early, and there is much to do. In the words of Zalatoth, we must prepare.